Good morning. So today is April the 12th. No hesitation with days or dates today because it's my birthday. We're just about to leave here and we're going to head round to Ullapool for some birthday fish and chips, a little bit of shopping, coffee and a cake, no doubt, and just chill out. It's been a stunning couple of days here and we will be back. We'll be back to this location for sure. So yeah, so on that note, we're just about to pack up and head off to Ullapool, and so starts the next video and the next bit of the journey. After travelling just a short distance with some steep climbs, I noticed that the temperature gauge is climbing higher than it has done in the past, sort of like between 1/2 and 3/4, so decided to pull over and check it out. Right, so I've just pulled over on the way to Ullapool, only because the temperature gauge has been going up, mostly on the hills. Again, not doing more than 50 or 60, but it kept going up, and maybe it's something I've just never noticed before, but I thought I'd come and check. The fuel levels are great, that's all fine. And then because the brakes are a bit spongy as well, I thought, I'll just take the top off and check the brake fluid, which is in there, which looks okay, fine. But then I dropped the lid, which is, yeah, down, can't even see it. Anyway, it's way down in there somewhere. So, bugger. So we're going to try and get it out with, we bought some litter pickers actually, which we use on some of our park ups, and so I thought I'd try that and see what happens. Right then, where the bloody hell is it? Right. Jesus, no, that's not going to touch it, I don't think. Oh my god, yes. There we go. Oh, hold on. Do not drop off. Let me just put it there. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, all those trips to the fair as a kid paid off. Trying to get your little goldfish and ducks and stuff with one of those little tiny rod things. Perfect. Right, that goes back on and then we're on our way. Problem sorted. Right, so here we are, sort of, I don't know, head of the loch or something, which is more that way, and that's looking down the loch or northwards towards Ullapool, which seems to have some sort of big massive cruise ship in at the moment. Ullapool probably has to be one of the most popular destinations on the NC 500, and it's easy to see why. There's plenty here to see and do, and it's such a pretty place, especially now they've thrown a lot of money into the redevelopment of the front there. But nevertheless, fish and chips are calling, so I need to be going. Catch you later. Oh, it's ready. Kebab fish and chips. Just ready for Fat Boy to eat. Libby, sing happy birthday to me. Don't be shy, come on. Everybody wants to hear you sing. The road out from Ullapool north towards Lochinver is, in my mind, one of the most beautiful roads to drive in Scotland, even though the A82 seems to get all the credit down at Glencoe. There you go, count it out, ratters. It's going in the box. If I can find the hole to put it in. There we go. Obviously all small coins, that's all I've got. Right, there we go. And now time to walk up the hill, up in that general direction. We've barely gone 100 metres up the path and already we're met with this. Oh, it doesn't come as any surprise because we've obviously been here before. We came, I think it was last year or the year before. But it's such a stunning walk. There's Libby exploring. There you go, and that's back through to the cave we were in just now. Although, to be honest, there's no way I'm squeezing through that gap. It does go way back down there. That's not a trip for today. Yeah, I think this is the biggest cave, isn't it? Or the biggest entrance. So that big expanse of water, which starts just there, doesn't come just from that little trickle from the mountain. There's actually underwater springs on the far side, around about by here, and just to the side of this large rock in front of me, just here. Yeah, because when I first saw this I thought, what the bloody hell? But no, it's underground springs that are pushing up through. And back to the vans after a delightful little walk. Okay, so we're just back from the Bone Caves. Tidy little walk, not too far, not too troubling underfoot, but we're going to stay here for another hour or two. We paid for the parking now, so we just as well use it and get on a spot of lunch. So easy noodle dish. All you need is noodles, bit of beef, some peas, soy sauce, some tomato, and probably the main ingredient, just a splash of water. This dish really does only take, I don't know, a few minutes to make. Very straightforward, very simple. I've assembled all the ingredients. I'll put a list up on the screen and a process, but let's crack on and make it. So firstly, we need our water, and then, oh, delightful, just pour away. Tell you what, that's really not bad. I've added a few spices in there and stuff. Oh, it's getting the sniffles going. But yeah, can't beat a pot noodle. Takes me back to school days, actually. I used to much home from school quite often. And my mum, God bless her, would have a bowl of chips ready for me with one of these poured over the top. Carb loading, even in those early days. Yeah, can't beat it. Simple food, done simply, for simple people like me. Top shout. Right, time to chill for an hour, and we'll be on our way. Just feel the first spots of rain. From us also is Ardfret Castle. Right, and we're just over here somewhere, just about by there. Right, I just got to show you this. Not the biscuits so much, but that's what I'm having. Cheese on cheesy biscuits, bought in Banff with some Marmite. Guinness 00, but look at this for an approach and a sunset. In all fairness, that's not a bad sunset. It's absolutely stunning. Right, so we've just pulled into the very start of Lochinver. It's a short drive. I think it's taken about 10 minutes from where we slept last night. And that's because we're going to do, there's a local walk here that follows basically the river, and then heads over the hills towards Glencanisp Lodge, and from there we walk back into Lochinver. I'm not sure what the circuit distance is, 8k, 8 mile. Right, so this is the start of the walk, the one from Lochinver, following the river. It's just there, and it should take us up and around a small hill to the east of Lochinver, over to Glencanisp Lodge, and then back in on the old track to the western side of Lochinver. We'll see. Weather looks pretty good at the moment, though the forecast is for lots of showers with a possibility of snow and hail and thunderstorms, hence why we didn't go up Quinag today. We thought we'd stay low and do something a bit more protected. Right, so we've left the forestry behind. We can just see over my shoulder there. And now into the open moorland. I think we follow this for another maybe couple hundred meters, and then we turn right then and up over the moorland to Glencanisp Lodge. And again, just getting caught in another shower. It was forecasted, so it's expected. All good though. Not only do we have more daffs, music to a Welshman's heart, but we have Sullivan, my favourite mountain, in the background. Just fantastic. It's the little things in life. We have both Sullivan on the right and Glencanisp on the left in shot. And I'll put photos at the end of the video of these two mountains on a much better day from a trip we did 2 years ago. Hello and good evening. It's 9 o'clock. We're at Glencanisp Lodge, just outside Lochinver, and we plan to stay here for the evening, as we're going to walk Sullivan tomorrow. Probably, I would say, my most favourite mountain that I've ever climbed. Not the highest, not the most tricky mountain neither, but there's just simply something about it. And I'll go into that more in the next video, actually, when we climb it, and that becomes a feature in the following video. But for now, it just remains for me to say thank you very much for all the likes, the comments, the support, and the general positivity that's come towards our channel. And if you haven't already, then please do consider subscribing, as it will go some way to help the channel grow. Okay, and on that note, and until the next time, good night.